Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Hi, ginormous mech guy. Welcome back, everybody, to more Tale of Drakfu, and happy Monday. So, last week, we finished up the Sunken City of Ashir. We finished up that zone, so we have 2 zones down. Those are the 2 starting zones. Now we're kind of in the midway point of Cataclysm. And our next assignment actually takes us into the realm of Earth itself, Deepholm. Now, Deepholm, if people don't know what exactly that is, so way back, as I've said in Cataclysm, there were elemental planes devised for said elementals to be able to reside in. One for earth, one for fire, one for water, and one for earth. Or one for air, sorry. And the realm of earth also pertained to one of the dragon aspects, Neltharion, the Earth Warder. So when he actually went insane and became Deathwing, magically enough, or weirdly enough, because of the weird power boost that he was getting from the old gods, he started coming apart. And he started seeing his scales, like, coming apart and seeing like pure lava kind of coming out of him. So he retreated into the plane of Earth Deepholm to recover. And that's actually what caused the Cataclysm, is that he rose out of Deepholm so forcefully that it created this cataclysmic event on Azeroth. So we're going to go and undo the damage that he did when he broke through the plane of Earth. So first of all, let's go ahead and read the quest that we have. If you are level 82, you will get this quest on your Warchief's Command or Hero's Call board, and it is Warchief's Command, Deepholm. All able-bodied members of the Horde are hereby ordered to report to Farseer Krogar at the Western Earth Shrine in Orgrimmar. The Earthen Ring, led by our former Warchief Thrall, requires our aid. They report that the elemental plane of Deepholm threatens to overtake our world. The Western Earth Shrine can be found just north of the Valley of Wisdom. Onward, brother, Destiny calls. So we already know 3 of them. The Firelands was threatening Hyjal, so that's the elemental plane of fire. We also were trying to get into the Abyssal Maw, the elemental plane of water. Now we're going into the elemental plane of earth, Deepholm. And here is Farseer Krogar, so let's go ahead and turn this in.
Hail, Drakfu! We're in need of your assistance.
Alright, so here we go.
Our world is in danger, Drakfu. We need the help of great heroes like you to save it.
Yes, I get that part. So, the Maelstrom.
Thank the spirits you're here, Drakfu.
I know. I'm that cool.
We're not sure how much longer we can maintain the rift in the Maelstrom. Our most powerful members, led by Thrall, are barely preventing the tear. Last I heard, our only hope was to go through the breach and attempt to stabilize it from the other side. I will conjure a portal, take it, and report to Thrall as soon as you can.
Alright, so you do that. We're not going to worry about calling the World Shaman because, yeah, we don't need to. And here is the portal to the Maelstrom, so we just got to go ahead and take it. Oh, look at that. We are going back to the Maelstrom. And we're loading. There we go. And let's actually zoom out a little bit so you guys can see this. This is actually really cool. So in case you people have ever had this question of, you know, if you zoom out all the way to Azeroth, you see this big vortex right here. That is the Maelstrom. That, I believe, is where all things shattered and became... Yeah, that is where the Well of Eternity was and the continent shattered. That's created the Sundering, and now we have all of these other places, including the Broken Isles, which we haven't gone there yet, or Pandaria, too. And this is the Maelstrom. This is where the actual Sundering took place. So... already, this is really cool to look at. It's one of those things that makes me very, very happy that the Shaman Order Hall is associated with the Maelstrom. This place really does feel like a culmination of the elements coming together. Because you can see the raw magic that's coming out of the Maelstrom. You can see just the water tossing and turning back and forth. Very elemental place. And of course, here is Thrall. Now, I gotta say, just really quick, I like this model better than what we had in Cataclysm. If I can find it, I'll put it in here like a little PNG, but the model that we had, he looked like one of the old lost ones in Swamp of Sorrows. Like, he had a huge upper part of his jaw. It was a placeholder model, and I know that a lot of Blizzard devs kind of explained this as a placeholder model. We wanted to give you something at least while we worked on it. And I don't think we got this model until 4.2. I think because with the Firelands we got not only a daily hub, but we also got a storyline quest involving Thrall, and that's why I think we got this model before Draenor, where he decided to shave his head and all that stuff. So just be thankful for what you have right here and now. This is a better model than what was actually given to us in Cataclysm, like at launch. So let's go ahead and talk to Thrall. No, I'm not going to try and be Chris Metzen. Thrall's muscles strain as primal energy flows through him. His eyes shift your way, acquiring your arrival.
It is good to see you, Drakfu.
Yes, I know. Deepholm, Realm of Earth.
I knew you'd heed our call, Drakfu. When Deathwing was first defeated by the other dragon aspects, he retreated to Deepholm, the Realm of Earth. Deathwing's return to our world left a rift open between Azeroth and Deepholm. If we don't mend the breach, this land will be torn asunder. We're doing our best to contain the damage on this side of the rift. Agra will take you through the rift, so you can help repair the damage from the other side. Get on her wyvern when you're ready.
And in case you don't know who Agra is, well, Agra is... they aren't married yet, but she is Thrall's soon-to-be wife. And also mother of his children. So she's pretty cool, actually. Like a lot of the pre-Cataclysm events where he was trying to get himself ingratiated with the Earthen Ring actually dealt with Agra. She was already a member and kind of saw him as lesser to her. So I actually like a lot of those moments. I really wished I'd recorded them back in the day. But now she is at least not at this point, but she does become Thrall's wife and eventually has Thrall's kids. 2 of them, in fact. So let's go ahead and talk to, or actually no, we just need to board the wyvern and Agra will take us in.
I hope you have a strong stomach. Traveling through the breach is not for the weak.
Now, fun fact, if you're Alliance, you actually get brought in by Stormcaller Milra.
The rift between Deepholm and Azeroth. Watch as it threatens to tear your world apart.
I know, right?
Let us hope Thrall and the others
There you
can
go.
contain it while you're inside.
No, never mind.
This is it.
Some people like to read
Brace
the dialogue.
yourself.
Brace yourself! And I actually think Milra handles it a lot worse. She's like, brace yourselves! But now we are in the elemental plane of Earth. Unless, of course, it tore us apart, you know, because that going through dimensions can do that. Think with portals, people. Think with portals.
You made it. Good.
Yes. Oh, and that's a lot of damage right there.
This is the Temple of Earth. It's the most important structure in Deepholm. There was once a Titan-made stone inside. It was known as the World's Pillar. The name was literal. It bore the weight of all the elemental and magnetic forces in Deepholm. It was shattered when Deathwing broke through the dome above and created the rift between the 2 worlds.
Which created the Cataclysm.
Deepholm is going to collapse into Azeroth if we do not put the World Pillar back together. The first fragment was going to be delivered to us by a Horde gunship known as the Storm's Fury. It never made it here.
Gee, could it have been the wreckage over there?
We've taken control of the temple, and we're containing as much of the damage as we can. Go inside and speak to Marut. He's in charge. We are all counting on you.
All right, so welcome everybody to the plane of Earth. Now, one thing that I've said before, and I still believe that it is true, but I have not been able to find a Blizzard dev that confirmed it. Way back in Wrath of the Lich King, there actually was talk of creating the first ever subterranean zone, which was going to be a Jol-Nerub, so the home territory of the Nerubians. But unfortunately, time demanded that they instead take their subterranean design and put it into 2 dungeons. So you got a Jol-Nerub and Ahn'kahet, the Old Kingdom. That's what it was called. Now, again, I haven't been able to confirm this, but I believe a lot of the base designs for a subterranean world zone actually did get put into Deepholm, because it really does feel like a lot of this stuff and the way that it's designed actually does fit into something that's been designed before. So let's go ahead and speak with Marut Stonebinder. We're going to be dealing a lot with the Earthen Ring in this particular area. It's weird, too, because Earthen Ring was a rep faction back in the day, and where you actually did their dailies to get their rep, you had to go to Vashir. I never understood, well... No, yeah, you had to go to Vashir, because here you actually deal with a completely different rep faction. That makes sense, but I still would have liked to have gotten Earthen Ring rep, too. Let's go ahead and talk to Marut.
You've arrived just in time, Drakfu. All our resources are tied up keeping the rift stable. We need someone like you to help us recover the fragments of the World Pillar.
So this is your overall objective in Deepholm. You are recovering the pieces of the World Pillar to help mend the rift. All right, so let's go and gunship down.
The Arc Stone was being transported inside a flying horde gunship called the Storm's Fury. The airship crashed just south of here, and our scrying has revealed the Arc Stone's no longer on it. Search the ship for clues related to what might have happened.
Okay. Then we also have Seer Cormo.
Must remember the light.
We cannot fail, Drakfu. The future of multiple worlds is at stake here.
So elemental energy.
It's taking every ounce of our power to keep this realm stable in the absence of the World Pillar. As shaman, we can tap directly into the energies of the elementals that inhabit Deepholm, and use them to heal the damage that the rift is causing. Take this totem and place it on the ground outside. Any outside geodes or lodestone elementals destroyed in its proximity will feel it with the energy we require.
Okay. Then the Earth claims all.
We're in the plane of Earth, Drakfu. Everything is absorbed by the land eventually. The Storm's Fury will soon be turned to dust, and we won't be able to gain any insight from its remains. Go and destroy the elementals that are dismantling the ship. We're only delaying the inevitable, but we need to buy ourselves some time if we're to track down all the pieces of the World Pillar.
So long.
I've got this weird Russian accent that sounds a little bit like Chekhov, but I'm okay with it. All right, and then we also have Earthcaller Yeva.
Each day is a blessing.
We must do whatever it takes to recombine the fragments of the World Pillar. But first we must gain all of them.
Where's Goldmine?
My goblin initiate has been gone for quite some time. His name is Goldmine. I sent him out to observe the local rock flares southwest of the Quartzite Basin. Perhaps you would be willing to find him. When you do, please ask him to come back to the temple.
Do not lose.
As you can tell, a lot of things are going to come back to the Temple of Earth, which is smack dab right in the center of the map. So we're going to be dealing with a lot with this. But thankfully, the zone's not too big. The Reliquary.
We have a contingent of the Reliquary in the chamber just to the northeast inside the temple. They've been making increasing noises about something that the Twilight's Hammer is up to. Drakfu, would you be a dear and see what they need?
Blessings upon your family.
All right, so we have all of these quests to be able to take care of. But we're going to start things off with the Storm's Fury, because this is the more immediate problem. We need to get the World Pillar pieces out here and fix the Temple of Earth. And let me just show you really quick. This is the Temple of Earth. Holy crap. And that's the center of the zone, people. That's the center. So here is the wreckage of the Storm's Fury. Not too far out, but while we are here, we're going to check for the clues that will help us figure out where the piece of the World Pillar went. I want to say World Stone all the time. No, it's World Pillar. Stop playing Diablo 2, Drak. There we go. So the first clue, or the third clue we have, is the shell's markings read Stormwind Royal Industries. Okay, well that's not good. Looks like this is a Alliance incident. And there is one in here. Is it this one or is it the room above? I can't remember. Oh, and look, an unbound Earth Elemental. There we go. Yep, go up here, and here's our next clue, I believe. Oh, we also have an additional quest, which is the Captain's Log. Captain's Log. You leave to the final interrupted entry. Approaching the Temple of Earth at 300 knots and commencing landing maneuvers according to new route. We've made a note of a low pressure system in the north and redrawn our Blood and Thunder Alliance scum approach. Okay, well, that's not good. Looks like the Alliance attacked. That doesn't sound right. I mean, this is affecting the Alliance just as much as it is affecting the Horde, right? So if we go in here, there is actually supposed to be a clue in here, and I can't remember where it is. Or actually, could it be, like, right above? I don't know. I don't know these things anymore. Oh, there we go. Up here? Could it be? No. Not there. There is a clue in here. I know there is. Let's see. First clue, yeah. So we're... Oh, wait, hold on. Captain Skullshatter. The captain's log lies nearby, which we already just read. And then let's go ahead and take care of the second clue, which I think is over here. Is it? Yeah, there we go. So, slain cannoneer. The cannoneer's hands are black with gunpowder. Okay, well, that's not really much of a clue, but they called it a clue, so okay, whatever. And then, obviously, the third clue was Stormwind Royal Industries. Now, my guess, personally, is that it was the Twilight's Hammer dressed up as the Alliance, because a lot of stuff that happens in Cataclysm was caused by, you guessed it, the Twilight's Hammer. Because they just love creating them some chaos. Okay, there we go. While we're here, we'll take care of the Deep Stone Elementals. And we still have at least one other quest to do, which is going to take a little bit of time because it's a totem. So let's just go ahead and do our first questing break. Go! Okay, we got the totem energized. Didn't take too long, but it was a totem, so better to not take any risks. Let's go ahead and turn in all of these quests, including the captain's log, to let them know what happened to the Storm's Fury. Oh, and yes, we do have to go into another area with the Temple of Earth, if I remember correctly, for the Reliquary. Because it's Reliquary for the Horde, and it's Explorers League for the Alliance. So, actually, let's take care of that problem first, because I have a feeling we're going to be here for a second. And it's from Examiner Row.
That better be good.
Ah, it's about time someone came to speak with us on matters most urgent.
Beware.
Yes, the Twilight Plot.
We came here to investigate the rumors of a Titan artifact up at the Master's Gate to the southwest. One of those Twilight's Hammer cultists must have the plans for what they're doing up there. You're going to have to get them for us, Drakfu. Kill cultists at the Master's Gate until you find them.
Okay.
Patience, discipline.
And then also we have Reliquary Jessica Darksun.
The eternal sun guides us.
Flyover.
I'm quite adept at riding my flying carpet. Unfortunately, when I tried to investigate what the cultists had uncovered up at the Master's Gate, they nearly shot me down. You look as if you might be skilled with the flying reins as well. Would you mind flying up there to the southwest to see what they've unearthed?
Remember the
This
sun.
is another zone that would require flying, but thankfully flying, I think, in Cataclysm was really cheap. Because you had to get a Flight Master's license that would allow you to fly in Old World 2, so they made it fairly cheap to get. But yeah, if you didn't have flying, Deepholm would suck. In fact, I don't know if you actually would be able to do it. So let's go ahead and, before we head out, let's take care of, or turn in the remaining quests, with, first of all, with Marut. So, first of all, we have Captain's Log. We have this log for you!
Why would the Alliance attack the Horde just as they're about to deliver a fragment of the World Pillar to us? Gunship down. The clues point to an obvious conclusion. Too obvious, perhaps.
Oh, good Tauren. You figured it out. And then Seer Cormo. Elemental Energy.
Thank you, Drakfu. We need all the power we can muster to keep Deepholm stable.
Alright. The Earth claims all.
You did what was necessary, Drakfu. I can tell you're the sort of monk I'll get along with as well.
Well, let's see. I can tell you're the sort of monk I'll get along with, Will. Alright, and then we're also going to start getting our first upgraded items, which is going to be really helpful. But also change our appearance again. Marut. Diplomacy first.
The Earthen Ring is a neutral organization, Drakfu. We cannot pick sides in the war between the Horde and the Alliance. Look around you. Our members come from all backgrounds. Our mission would be compromised should racial tensions be put above our goal. Let's try to keep this under wraps until we have more information. We must not jump to conclusions just yet. I'll send you and one of our new members to look for the Alliance gunship. Find out what you can without dragging us into the conflict.
So this is actually where a Horde member would meet Stormcaller Milra. Again, if you actually came into Deepholm for the Alliance, you wouldn't get Agra flying you in. It would be Stormcaller Milra. So now we have that. Let's go ahead and Actually, let's take care of the Master's Gate stuff, because I don't think it'll take that long to do. Let's see. Yes, because we need the Master's Gate's plan and investigated this. So, first of all, let's investigate the Master's Gate, just to kind of uncover more of the map. As you can see, this is very, well, earthy. This is very, like, journey to the center of the Earth kind of area. And here is the Master's Gate, and as you can see, as we saw in the Firelands as well as in Vashir, you have these same kind of altars that are being used to create ascendeds from unbound elementals. That's not a good sign. But also, some Titan artifacts. People might remember this kind of design from Sholazar Basin, as it was like a teleporter. So you come here, and this is the Master's Gate investigator. The Twilight's Hammer has unearthed the Titan Waygate, and it appears that they're attempting to activate it. Well, that's not good. And then we need the Master's Gate plans, which I believe is just going to drop from random people in this camp. So, while I go ahead and get those plans, questing break, go! Well, that didn't take too long. So let's go ahead and turn these in, and then we'll head over to the Alliance gunship. Yes, this is another zone where a gunship is floating above. Can you get it as a flight path? No, but you really can't get a flight path in Deepholm. Everything is pretty close to itself. The only thing you get as far as flight path is concerned is a portal, which actually goes into the rep that you actually get in Deepholm, which is the Throne of Therazane. Therazane, the Stone Mother, the Elemental Lord of Earth. The only woman amongst them, or the only female one amongst them, I might add. Oh yeah, that's right. We're turning it in with the reliquary. So back here. Hi. Let's go ahead and turn this one in first. Those plans are the key to everything. Yes, they are. The examiner takes a look at the plans that you hand to him. This is just gibberish. What does this even say? What language is that? It's not my fault you can't read the language, buddy. Alright, and then fly over. A Waygate. They unearthed a Titan Waygate. This is very interesting and potentially very bad. And boing! We just barely hit level 88. 88 miles per hour, boys and girls! Yeah, so we're level 88 now. We're almost capped for Mists of Pandaria. I'm not surprised by this at all. So fight fire and water and air with... Did you hear the man going on with his incessant yelling while you were up there? That's Hathan Call, their leader. It's a well-known fact that he's gone insane from the power he's drawing for their bound elementals. Unfortunately, it makes him nigh invincible. If you're to fight him, you'll first have to kill each of the elementals, gaining their wards in the process. That should protect you from Hathan's magic. Well, most of it anyway.
Time is of the
Alright, so we have this quest, and then also from Ro. Decryption made easy. We don't have the tools to decipher these encrypted plans. The Twilight's Hammer do, though. Would you take the plans back up there and run them through their one-time decryption engines? Why, sure, we can do that. So let's go ahead and... Actually, let's finish up the Master's Gate before we go into the next piece of plot, because I think there is a piece of the World Pillar with these guys. There might not be, though. Let's actually go ahead and do that. And first of all, let's go ahead and do a questing break. Go! Okay, so I'm interrupting the questing break because we got all the wards that we need to kill Hathan Call, so we'll go ahead and take care of him. Oh, that tier 8 Warlock here. It's so great. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and pull him down.
You will be destroyed, mortals!
I will be, huh? You're not coming down, huh? Okay, cool. Well, I got Crackling Jade Lightning just for you. There we go. So we've killed him.
You're immune to my air magic? My firebolt is useless! No matter, you smug little insect, I will still destroy you!
And you died. That didn't work out for you. Alright, so the next thing we gotta do is get the plans to be decrypted, so we'll go ahead and resume the questing break. Go! Okay, we just barely got this quest taken care of, so let's go ahead and turn it in. Aha, so that's it. They're planning on invading Old Doom. What's worse is that the pyramid inside the Maker's Rise at Uldum can be reconfigured to become a weapon that is capable of destroying all life on Azeroth. Oh, crap. The wrong sequence. The Twilight's Hammer must be stopped from using the Waygate. There's only one thing to do. Punch in the wrong activation sequence and destroy it. Let's see. Yes, here's one that opens up the explosive depths of the Firelands, the elemental plane of fire. That should do nicely. Wow, Drakfu, you're amazingly strategic. Yeah, so this is actually something that you learn in Wrath of the Lich King, but you guys will have to wait until we get there. When we actually do the raid Ulduar, because you actually will find out that there is a very, very powerful weapon at Uldum, which can basically re-originate the planet. That's not good, especially when the Twilight's Hammer find out about it and want to use it. So let's go ahead and reconfigure this to go to the Firelands, because I'm sure these guys will appreciate it. Oh, boom, 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 boom! Oh! You ruined the Titan Waygate! Yeah, that's what I do. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn both of these in with the Reliquary. As you can see, the Twilight's Hammer has been fairly busy in here. Not only did they actually, if you saw the Cataclysm opening cinematic, which you should, I love all the cinematics, you saw that the Twilight's Hammer actually did help with the putting back together of Deathwing so that he could emerge, and also the many other plots that they had scheming were probably done in Deepholm. So we're going to see a lot of Twilight's Hammer here. Especially the fact that they basically took the World Pillar pieces and made sure that we couldn't actually mend the rift until we got them. Alright, so let's go and turn them in. You did it. Excellent work, my boy. You found out what the Twilight's Hammer were up to, and you stopped them dead in their tracks. Examiner Rowe pats you on the back with his bony hand. Now I'm certain I have something around here for you. He begins rummaging around for your reward. 17 gold? Really? I saved the world. Again. You gave me 17 gold. That's no pyramid. That pyramid at the Maker's Terrace in Uldum is nothing of the sort. It's a giant machine that can be reconfigured for any number of uses. Deathwing was going to have the Twilight's Hammer turn it into a massive weapon. Drakfu, you have to take the portal to get this information to Bellic Brightblade at Gromash Hold in Orgrimmar. He'll know what to do. Alright, and then also fight fire with all that stuff. An excellent display of monk prowess. The Reliquary eyes you up and down. I believe that a reward is in order, something appropriate for a powerful man such as yourself. Another 17 gold! I have saved the world how many times? I get gold for it! You gotta think at some point Drakfu would get a little irritated.
Farewell.
Oh well. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and do that. This is also just a great way to get us back to, or showcase this. So you do get portals back to Stormwind and Orgrimmar, which is easy access. So let's go ahead and go back to Orgrimmar, and we'll turn in this quest. Worried about turning it in, but hopefully nothing bad happens. Because I also have the Mists of Pandaria quest in here, so here's hoping I don't start it up. You know what? Let's play it safe here. Let's see, where is it? So, Pyramid, the Art of War. Let's just abandon it really quick. And go into Gromash Hold, because I don't think that'll start up the cutscene then. And it's just going to go back to the War Chief's command board. So, hi, Gromash Hold. So, we need to talk to High Overlord Sourfang.
Blood and
Oh, no, we actually don't. We...
for the Horde.
Crap. I wanted to block that. There we go. We need to talk to Bellic Brightblade, which is right over here. Oh, he's just snazzy. Those of the Explorers League and the Reliquary are very much alike. Archaeology is our religion, yet we have both fallen from the pure faith. Our methods have not differed as much as they pretend. We are but a shadowy reflection of them. It would take only a nudge to make them like us, to push them out of the light. Uldum? What about Uldum? Speak quickly! I've been trying to get information on that place for ages! Yes, I'm sure you have. Oh, we have a bunch of quests in here. Okay, well, let's see. Unfamiliar waters. Okay. Oh. Okay.
What brings you here?
Preserving the Barrens.
We shall meet.
Yeah, there's lots of quests in here, but we're not going to worry too much about that. And we're going to head back to Deepholm. So we're going to do a quick magic cut while we get back. Okay, we are back in Deepholm, so let's go ahead and continue our questing. Now that we've helped out the Reliquary, it's time for us to go on the search for the World Pillar. So we're going to go and meet with Stormcaller Milra at the Alliance gunship, which is kind of hard to find because it does move. There it is. You know, that thing right on the screen. It's a thing. But it does patrol, I think, fairly high up into the area. So all we got to do is fly all the way up, and actually that's a really great way to show off the roof. So as you can tell, this is where Deathwing broke through. Specifically, he broke through the stone core to go back to Azeroth and thus create a bunch of crap that shattered our world. And a bunch of Warcraft fans would never let it go. Sorry, I'm just saying. Alright, so here's Stormcaller Milra.
May the ancestors watch over you.
Oi, Drakfu! I was told I'd have company soon! Yes. So all our friends, so there's more to this than we know, Drakfu. I can't guarantee you that much. I can guarantee you that much. All our friends are dead. Something's wrong here, Drakfu. The ship's crew has been slain. Yet there is no bloodshed or damage to the ship's structure. This was not the Horde's doing. We will find the answers we seek by speaking to the spirits of the dead. They have not yet left this world. Take this totem and place it near the corpses of the fallen. You'll have a few seconds to listen to their last few thoughts. Beware, however. There is no telling how the spirits of the dead will react to our prodding.
I was born to fly.
So you're basically going to get me killed. Thanks, Milra. The Admiral's cabin. It's possible we'll find further clues inside the Admiral's cabin. You'll find it directly below us. See if there are any survivors or information that will lead us closer to the World Pillar fragment. Be careful, Drakfu. Whoever we get the crew might still be out there. Or whoever got the crew might still be in there. Okay, let's go and do this. Yes, I know my Scottish for a woman sounds horrible. I don't care. Okay, so you go in here and it is First Mate Moody.
Light me with you.
The ship is filled with rats. Yeah, okay. Alright. Without a captain or crew. Not sure who you're with, but you don't look like one of them. I'm not sure what happened. I slept through supper and woke up to a ship full of dead people and murderers. Not sure if you want to kill me or not, but I'll spare you the trouble. Moody points to a wound in his stomach. His insides are not where they should be. I can keep steering the ship for a while longer. You don't die from a gut wound immediately. Just bring me some rope and some rum. No whiskey.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay, so now that we've talked to him, let's actually... We need to get some rope as well as whiskey, but we also need to commune with the dead. So all you gotta do is talk to these soldiers. Oh, and also we have Twilight Saboteurs here. Everyone started dropping like flies. Everyone who ate the rations. Ah, they poisoned the food. That's not good. Okay, so the next one. They tricked us into ambushing the Horde gunship, but why? Ah, so this is starting to come together. It looks like the Twilight's Hammer didn't necessarily dress up as, they just pitted the Horde and the Alliance against each other. They poisoned our supplies. We had cultists on board all along. Well, of course you did. Okay, so our next one. We're really fortunate. Twilight scum, you did this to us! Okay, so they saw us as Twilight. Twilight's Hammer. Now we know who did this. Well, we already did. Because the dialogue's already saying it. You did this to us. Now, occasionally you'll get information about what happened, but you'll also get these guys lashing out, and then at that point you don't get any information out of them. Here we go. I heard them praying to their dark gods as everything went black. The Twilight's Hammer did this. No kidding, buddy. I could have told you that. Alright, so we need our bottle of whiskey, probably down in the hold. Actually, no, I think it's on the deck. So, let's see if we can find it. Where's my bottle of whiskey? It's around here somewhere. Maybe it is down the hold. No, not up here. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and see if maybe this will help out. See if we can find the bottle of whiskey down here. You know, like in this galley area. That sounds about right. Yep, there you go. Bottle of whiskey. Let's go ahead and turn these in to Milra, as well as First Mate Moody, and see if we can get some additional information as to what happened, you know, before the ship crashes. Because the only thing that's keeping it together is a First Mate that's about to die.
Need help?
You have what I asked for. Yes, I do. I don't know why you want the whiskey, though. All right, help me get tied to the wheel. Moody sips from the bottle.
Light bless you.
So there you go. He just ties him to the wheel. Everything's good. That way, when he keels over, it won't be a total loss. So let's go ahead and meet with Milra.
May the ancestors watch over you.
We were bound to run into the Twilight Hammer sooner or later, Drakfu. If they're behind this, it's quite likely that the World Pillar fragment is in their possession. Alright, and we get a pair of bracers that isn't necessarily the best, so... Take no prisoners. It looks like the Twilight Hammer are still on the ship. Go below decks and take them out. Be careful, Drakfu. I have a feeling they're not here for a spiritual retreat, if you know what I mean.
I was
Alright.
born to fly.
Oh, and we have additional quests
May
from her.
the ancestors watch over you.
On second thought, so take no prisoners. On second thought, take one prisoner. It's not too late, Drakfu. The cultists are probably still here. Go below decks and find out who's in charge and subdue them. We'll be able to obtain answers to our questions one way or another. So we need to take care of Mornarok the Hateful, who is the leader. So let's go down into the hold, and we'll take care of our saboteurs as well as Mornarok. So here we go. Boom. Now I'm not gonna magic cut, or I'm not gonna questing break this because there's actually some good dialogue in here that I don't want to miss. Oh, did somebody kill Mornarok already? Or is he upstairs? I could have sworn he was. No, there he is. There's Mornarok. All right. So let's go ahead and take care of him. And along the way, we'll take care of his saboteurs. Hi, Mornarok. Hi, buddy.
Okay, I give up. I'll tell you everything.
All right. Gotcha. Oh, no. No. He's going to kill us now. Oh.
I hope you can fly, Pipsqueak.
Not really. I'm a blood elf.
Over here, you ugly whale.
You! Let me go now! Wait, no! Don't let go!
Meet me back up top. This two-headed freak has a few questions to answer.
Yes, he does. I actually do like that concept. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll tell you. Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to drop your butt. Gee, it's almost like he's behaving like a villain. Okay. Alright, so let's go up above deck, and we'll find out what Mornarok knows about the situation here.
I was born to fly.
So, take no prisoners. Well done, Drakfu. The Twilight's Hammer is an evil that we must fight anywhere we find them.
May the ancestors
And then, on second thought,
watch over you.
Oi, this was a heavy one. He nearly broke me Griffin's back. Are you ready to interrogate the ogre, Drakfu? Yes, I am. Some spraining to do. You have some spraining to do. Up on, Drakfu, let's see what Mr. Ogreface has to say for himself. Don't be shy. Stormbeak's only ever dropped a passenger a couple times before. This doesn't make me more comfortable, lady. No. Alright, so you just gotta hop on Stormbeak, but you can't do it while you're mounted. So, boom. So, let's get some story. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Not a good situation.
All right, sunshine. Time to spill your guts before I spill them for you.
Wait! You can't do this! You people must have a code of honor or something!
I'm a daughter of the Wildhammer clan and a shaman of the Earthen Ring. My code compels me to honor my ancestors and the elements. Doesn't say a damn thing about dog ugly ogres.
Stop it, you tiny angry woman! I'll tell you everything! What do you want to know?
You can start by telling us where the world pillar fragment is. My griffin's starting to look a wee bit tired from hauling you around.
It was delivered to the Forge Master at Deathwing's Fall. I swear, that's all I know. Happy now? Pull me up, you vicious little dwarf.
Ah, you were never in any danger, sweetheart. My friends down below would have caught you. You're worth far too much to us alive.
What? What have you done? No! Do you have any idea what the Twilight Council will do to me when they find out I've talked? I would sooner die!
Oh, jeez.
Interesting. I've never heard of the Twilight Council until now.
Well, that was an interesting scene, now wasn't it? So not only do we find out where the piece of the world pillar fragment is, but also we got hintings at a Twilight Council? It's too bad he actually, you know, gave up his own ghost so that he wouldn't get punished. But okay, let's go and turn this in. We have our answers, Drakfu. Let's report back. This is one of those things where I love voice actors doing their job, because at that point I can just let them tell the story. Return to the Temple of Earth. You must get word back to the others at the temple. Chances are the fragment is already getting moved to a more secure location. Tell Marut what you know. I'm going to do a little investigating about this Twilight Council in the meantime. Alright. So back to the Temple of Earth we go. And let's just go ahead and magic cut until we're at the door. Alright, here we are back at the Temple of Earth. Let's go ahead and tell Marut what we have just found out on the Alliance gunship.
Well met.
We must investigate your findings further, but we must not lose track of the fragment. Agreed! Deathwing's Fall. The Twilight's Hammer involvement in the disappearance of the World Pillar fragment makes complete sense. Let us hope that we can act swiftly enough to recover it. Marut places his hand on your shoulder. I've established a spiritual bond with you. We should be able to communicate while you remain in Deepholm. Go to Deathwing's Fall to the southeast, and investigate the Twilight's Hammer operation there.
Be careful.
Alright, so we need to do that. Now we also do have a quest for Initiate Gold Mine. Let's actually take his quest before we head over to Deathwing's Fall. I'm trying to keep things balanced so that we get to everything. And here is Initiate Gold Mine, or Journeyman Gold Mine, later on. So,
Go!
where's Gold Mine? Hiya, lend me a hand, would you, bub? Sure. So, oh sure, she said. It'll be a simple trip into the wastes. Explosive bonding compound. This guy's the son of the Earthen Leader. He almost made it to the temple when he got ambushed by more rock flayers than I could count. We know that the Earthen Stonefather has the middle fragment of the World Pillar. Maybe if we were to heal his son, the Stonefather would give us the fragment. My heals won't work on flint here, but if we got some of the quartzite resin off of these monsters, I think I can make an explosive compound that will bond and cauterize his wounds.
Careful out there.
Yeah, you guys didn't notice this, but yeah, there's an earthen right here that he's trying to help out.
Makes sense.
Something that burns. Alright, we need something that's going to make the compound go boom. I'm all out of gunpowder, but I think we can use instead the heart of a fire elemental. What? This is the plane of Earth, buddy. There's no fire here. Here, take my fire totem to the east of the blood trail. Just flip the switch on it near any of the lava pools over there, and Magma Tooth should be summoned. Bring back his heart, and we'll be in business.
Hit the road.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to take some explaining. He's talking about these pools of lava, which actually are Deathwing's blood, roughly. Yeah, it's the blood trail, because this is where Deathwing was for a while. Remember, he was coming apart before he entered Deepholm, so you actually are taking on living blood. Deathwing was kind of weird that way. So all you gotta do is go to one of these lava pools and use this, and there you go, here's Magma Tooth.
Deepholm, I hate this place. Wait, you're not Initiate Gold Mine? I know what you're after. I can sense it. This is not in my contract. Die, Blood Elf.
And yet, you came anyway. Goldmine, you have some splaining to do to your fire elementals. I don't think you're gonna get another contract with them. And the other thing that we need is actually quartzite resin, which does take quite a bit to get. So let's go ahead and start up a questing break. Go! All right, now that we have the quartzite resin as well as the burning heart, let's go ahead and talk to Initiate Goldmine.
Don't waste my time.
Explosive bonding compound. It won't take much resin. Those rock flayers are pretty dangerous, though. Good thing that I just happen to be a grandmaster of all things explodily alchemical. This won't ignite on its own, though.
On your way.
That's all right. We brought you your burning heart. You have the hot yet? Yeah, we do. Uh-oh, sounds like he wasn't very happy about the situation. How was I then, though? I'm just an initiate, after all. Anyway, I'll worry about Magma Tooth later. Apply and flash dry. Alright, take this and apply it to his wounds. If the cauterizing effect of the flash dry explosion doesn't crack him wide open, it should completely heal him. So it'll either kill him, I think. It should either kill him or heal him completely. That sounds like goblin jumper cables if ever there was one. Alright, so let's go ahead and use the explosive bonding compound. Boom! Through the power of explosions, we hope you're cured. Are you cured? We don't know.
Quickly, quickly.
Ah, looks like that did it. He should come through any moment now. I told you I was a grandmaster of alchemy. I've got some extra resin left over. I can make it into all kinds of explosively wonderful stuff. What do you want? We don't care. Take him to the Earth Caller. He still looks like a little loopy to me. His head must still be ringing. Best get him inside the temple and see what the Earth Caller wants to do with him. I think I'm going to stay out here a while longer and observe these rock flays.
Hit the road.
Alright, so we need to take him. I am ready to meet with your so-called Earth Caller. So we need to take him to the Temple of Earth for him to meet with Yeva. Because remember, it was Yeva that sent us out to Goldmine. Thankfully, it's not too far. Here are the steps. I promise you'll like her a lot more than Goldmine. He likes explosives, she doesn't. So where is Yeva? There she is. What have we here, Drakfu?
Earthcaller, my father, Stone Father Ormental, has been taken prisoner by the Stone Trogs of Needle Rock Spire. I demand that you send aid to Stonehearth. Help us with our war and free Stone Father Ormental. This ore that assisted me should be adequate. Have them report to our Force Commander Crag Rockcrusher at Stonehearth.
Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this in.
Good fortune.
We are honored by Flint Ornamental's presence. I am given to understand that the Stone Father is in possession of a fragment of the World Pillar. It is imperative that we recover all of the fragments. The instability between worlds is increasing. Soon it may become too great even for the mighty Thrall to hold at bay.
To Stonehearth's aid.
The Earthen and the Stone Trogs somehow found their way to Deepholm through Uldum more than 15,000 years ago. They've been warring ever since. If we're to recover the middle fragment of the World Pillar, the Stone Father must be rescued. Please go to Stonehearth and do everything you can to aid the Earthen in their war against the Stone Trogs. You're our best hope, Drakfu.
Seek the path of the light.
Alright, and we also have another quest from Seer Cormo. Blood of the Earth Warder.
When Deathwing escaped to Deepholm, his corruption was extreme, but perhaps not yet absolute. The cultists set Deathwing's fall harvest and shaped the corrupted blood he left behind into living organisms to draw from their power. What if a trace of the Earth Warder's essence remains? After all, Neltharion was the aspect of Earth before he was the aspect of death. Gather samples from the living blood of the cultists have created, and we'll see if any trace of the Earth Warder remains.
Alright, so plenty of stuff to do, so we're going to head over to Deathwing's Fall and get ourselves the first piece of the World Pillar. Because we really do need to start getting these pieces together. And thankfully, we're actually making really good progress in the questing requirements for Deepholm. Like I said, this year is the longest, with 130 quests, but everything after that is pretty low. Oh, and actually, this is Deathwing's Fall. So, this is actually, if you can't tell, where Deathwing first arrived. He was pretty injured, and there you go. Deathwing's Fall has been reached, and the Earthbinder Marut is reaching out to us. Or Marut Stonebinder. This must be where the World Pillar fragment was brought. Let's have a closer look. Yes. Bleed the Blood Shaper.
The Twilight's Hammer are wielding foul magic here, Drakfu. They animate and energize the remains of Deathwing's blood, so that instead of drying out and disappearing, it thrives and becomes more abundant. Take out one of the Blood Shapers to see if they have any clues as to where we can find this Forge Master. Alright, so we actually do need to take care of the Blood of Neltharion as well as find the Blood Shaper. Blood Shaper is really easy to do because he's right here. Boom! There you go, Twilight Orders, so let's turn this in. We must make haste if we're to rebuild the World Pillar, Drakfu. Ah, yes! They're keeping slaves here. We ought to free them regardless, but perhaps they might also aid us in finding the Forge Master.
Alright, so, questioning the slaves. Just gonna fly up really quick before we take the quest. Oh, crap. Here we go, question the slaves.
According to the orders you found, there is a key inside the tent in the southeastern end of Deathwing's Fall. Obtain it, and free the slaves in the quarry to the south.
But first, we're going to take care of the Blood of Neltharion, so really quick questing break, go! Okay, now that we've freed the slaves and taken care of the Blood of Neltharion, let's turn in this next quest.
Let us find this journal. We're getting close to the World Pillar fragment. I can sense it.
Alright, the Forge Master's log.
Go to the tower the slaves spoke of. You should find it on the northeastern end of the camp. If we act fast enough, we might be able to eavesdrop on the Forge Master's meeting.
Now, not every enslaved miner actually speaks, but a couple of them actually do refer to a journal that you could find. So let's go ahead and get the Forge Master's log at Deathwing's Fall, which is over here to a full-on Twilight encampment in here. And there it is, the Forge Master's log. There is an entry of for an upcoming meeting at Upper Silver Marsh. This must be where the Forge Master is. Alright, Silver Marsh Rendezvous.
Excellent work, Drakfu. We know exactly where the meeting location is. The Upper Silver Marsh is a mercury swamp to the east of here. It's normally only inhabited by elementals and occasional stone trogs, but our scouts have seen some Twilight activity in the region. Make your way there, and let's find a way to eavesdrop on the Forge Master's meeting.
Alright, so we've got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and turn in the Blood of the Earth Warder first, because we actually are kind of running out of time for today. But we're this close to the first piece of the World Pillar, so we're making decent progress here, guys. We're already 30 quests into this zone, so I could probably guess that if we go a little over on a couple of other days, we'll probably be done by the end of the week with Deepholm, and we'll move on to the next zone. And that is awesome. Very happy to hear about that. So, Sir Cormo?
You returned, Drakfu. Did you obtain the blood? There is still great power present in this blood, Drakfu. I can sense it even now. Yet there is also much corruption. I am not sure what we can salvage I'm not sure we can salvage the Earthwarder's essence from it.
Probably not. So, belt. Yay, we got an upgraded belt. That'll be very helpful, and that's going to go ahead and do it for today's episode of The Tale of Drakfu. When we get back, we will continue on in the questing in Deepholm, but also tune in this afternoon as we take on pretty much the second to last, the last progression instance for a while in the Burning Crusade with the opening of the Dark Portal. We'll see you guys next time.